Okay, let's get some stuff going. Hi. I don't know why you would think I would lie about streaming. Oh, this is the with Materia file. Let me make sure that's on the screen. Anyway, so as you may have noticed, we're up to level 99 now. I also mastered a bunch of Materia. Yeah. We're gonna slap Death Jump on. Also, it turns out that a decent way to make SP is just leave the console on. Anyway, goes in this spot is a, where is it? There it is. Costly Punch. Whenever you limit break, you get a certain amount of SP, and I left the console on for like 40 hours to level Materia and to get everything on the DMW, and we got some levels. How'd you know I was about to drink some water? Anyway, so what we've been doing is I'm mastering 2-ish of every Materia that I have at least 2 copies of. At some point here I need to actually like go through and pick more ones that I don't actually have that many copies of and figure out how to obtain them. But I figure there's a decent chance that doing the missions I just get a bunch of them that way, so I wasn't like too worried about it. Yeah, what's up? I drank water. Oh, I need to... What would I like my PNG tuber to look like? That's a great question. I still don't have a great answer for you. I don't know. Probably a bit more anime style. Full art, I think, is what I would want. Having a chibi version that I could sometimes turn on would be nice, but full art's more what I want. Yeah, I can send you a reference, because I really liked one that... I really like the one my friend Steph has. So let me see if... I can't just find it if I go to her, Twitch, huh? It's probably not gonna be there, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway, just on the off chance that, you know, like, maybe it is. I follow too many people on Twitch, as evidenced by the fact that I'm on show more like 5. Yeah, she doesn't have it anywhere on here. I will find you reference art later. But yes, I will find you some reference art later. But yeah, any more, in a more, full art kind of style rather than GB. I don't know. Figure it out later. That's what I'm gonna say. Why am I doing this? Why did I decide I wanted to do every mission?
Combat mode.
Okay.
Here we go.
Right. Actually, that's probably a priority. I should figure out where the most convenient adamant is and go get it. I'm gonna figure out where the most convenient adamant, or not adamant, brutal is. Or how do I get the other Genji thing? Prizes, core union, Genji, equipment. Where do I get that one? Where's the Genji glove? I see. Kind of in an annoying place. So we're going to just live with getting a brutal. Where's the most convenient brutal? What missions offer brutal as a reward? Okay, 951's way too far in. That's an annoying amount. 746 is not as bad. That would work. Wouldn't mind going for that one. Or 963. 963 is also way too far. So we're going 746. That's the least annoying one. Because we're not that far away from it. How did you lose your streak? That's a great question. I don't have a good answer for you. Like, I have no idea how you lost your streak. You were here every time I streamed.
Activating combat mode.
How about this?
You do that.
Take that! Here we go. Hi.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Bye now. The end.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Well, I believe in your ability to figure out what's going on. I believe in you. And just gotta do some missions from P until I get a brutal that's just for me. Is there a chest behind me? Never trust Final Fantasy characters. That's so sad. Play Despacito. Heartbreaking even. That's how sad it is. Really playing Despacito is the only route forward. And also on you wanting to watch a different game. Yeah, I want to play a different game, but you know, we're all here.
Later.
Because this just in, while I still like the idea of doing 2 runs of a game side by side for challenge runs, it does take a while.
That's enough. Here we go. Take that. This'll do.
What am I doing? I can just do that.
Bye now. Brace
I guess I'll rush assault. Might as well.
Prove your honor.
Here we go.
At least our materia is leveling up.
Conflict resolved.
The end. Oh yeah.
Why not do several games at the same time? Because that's not the way my brain works. If my brain could work like that, I would. But it just doesn't feel good to me. I inevitably want to just grind one of them, and then I abandon the others. And then when I come back, I want to restart it, and then I have to fight the urge to restart it, and it's a whole thing. My brain just don't like that. I wish it did, because I agree that that is better. Being able to bounce between different games is more convenient. But my brain just doesn't like it, and I don't know why. If I could find a way to make my brain not hate it so much, I'd probably do it.
Activating combat mode.
Here we go. Bye now.
Boop.
Heads up.
Boop.
How about this?
Boop.
Heads up.
Conflict resolved.
I did it.
Oh
I
yeah.
punched him. I punched him with Zach's fist. And the enemy died. See, I actually really like the idea of doing other kinds of streams, but I don't have the right setup for any of them either. That's the unfortunate thing. Because I'd love to actually do like music streams and stuff like that. Like, did I add a delay? No. What kind of delay are you experiencing? Like, I'm responding to you slower? Because that's true, I'm tired.
Taking you down a peg.
But yeah, I would do more varied stuff if I had the setup for
Taking
it.
you down a peg. This is gonna sting.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
And no, I am responding to you slower though, because I am tired. Between you typing and it showing up, I didn't add a delay. Could just be that Twitch's servers are more stressed today. Who knows?
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
The it appearing on my screen is still in real time, because I can see
Bye now.
both your chat
Conflict
and
resolved.
Later.
that. So that's definitely still real time. So, don't know why it might be slower. Probably just there's more stream delay today. Although, looking at the stream delay for me, it seems to be pretty instant. Looking at it on my stream, stream preview on Stream Manager. What did I want? Nothing. I don't need to switch out any materia yet. I did need to throw that brutal on. There we go. Okay. Now that we've got a brutal, we can just go down the list.
Activating combat mode.
I have no idea.
Taking you down a peg. Take that. This'll do.
I don't know why I did
Got him.
that. Yeah, just hitting that's better. Yeah, having something that inflicts death makes this faster, huh? If I'd known that, I would have had Death Strike.
Hey, got him.
What I'd really like
Take that.
is more boxes to put things in, but I'd need to figure out what dimensions I want because I don't know. That's more the difficulty. And it'd be nice to have more embellishments. I like the gradient, but the reason it's just a plain gradient on this overlay is because I am not good enough at art to add any more detail. Like, I'd want to keep the gradient and maybe have some more embellishments around it, you know? have the embellishments on the frame on this that you made for the like starting soon screen. Like things like that. Like detail work that I am not skilled enough to do. That I do not art hard enough to do any of that kind of detail work. I'm not either. Yes, you are. Because I've seen you do it. That's why I think you are. You really just hit me with the, I know you've seen me do this, but I promise I'm not skilled enough to do it. I don't believe you. Anyway, so this is fun. I really just have to, because I have auto regen from the Genji armor. Oh, by the way, I didn't actually say what all the Genji armor did for me. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty nice armor, to be honest. I guess it's doing a lot for me right now. I get to just smack the enemy down with ease. So the Genji armor does a few things. The important things the Genji armor does are it breaks the HP limit, which lets me have up to 5 nines of HP instead of 4. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to think about that. If I was more awake, I could make a decision, but like, I am not awake today. You know, there's head empty. Not very many important decisions are being made today. Particularly not while I'm doing other things. That is unfortunate, but in particular, I'm gonna need to actually figure out what dimensions I need it to be, and that's actually going to require me to mess around with other stuff. Because it has been a while since I figured out what dimensions I want things to be. So some broad strokes for the overlay.
Conflict resolved.
Yeah. So I definitely like the blue to black gradient. I want to keep that, but I'd like it if it had some more pretty detail. I liked the stars on the other. It doesn't have to be this specific shade of blue, but blue to black.
Activating combat mode.
Here, I will send you a reference image of 7 menu. Because this is what I was emulating with using this color. Was the Final Fantasy VII menu. Just the dots that you put on like the starting and soon screen. I really liked those. As an addition to the coloring. But yeah, I like the gradient there, which is why I just slapped a super simple gradient on this. And then I want a frame with some pretty embellishments on it for the for this. My hair with the PNG tuber, I don't know. Okay, so frame for the game. Fluid clash. That's fine because I can put my PNG tuber over by Pocket Dragon in the black. So it'd be fine. They go in the black sections. and they go with other things. I like the color. You're not getting me to leave the blue behind. It's not happening. Anyway. So a frame for the game, a frame for chat. And then I still want this section on the bottom here to put extra stream text on, you know, counters, the with materia, no materia thing, stuff like that. Or like when I'm doing the Pokemon stuff, put the Pokemon list down there. I will almost certainly be making the game a bit smaller. So that way, wherever I put side stuff like that, I have more space for it. And then my PNG tuber would go on the bottom right. Addable boxes would be great. And then the PNG tuber is going to go on the bottom right. That's why the gradient color doesn't really matter for it. Because both the dragon and that are going in the bottom right. I've decided that's where they live. Just because that's where I want them to be. The reason the gradient color doesn't really particularly matter for a pocket dragon and the PNG tuber is they're mainly going to be over whatever game I'm playing. Because they're going to be across the bottom. Like you see where Munch is right now? The dragon and the PNG tuber are going there. Gee, obviously. What else would it be?
Later.
Okay. We'll call Pocket Dragon T.
Later. Take that. Got him.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Later.
This is much faster when you just inflict death on everything in like 2 jumps. That'd be nice. That is effectively how I made this shitty overlay. Was I made the gradient on the background, then I just slapped a white box on it. Yeah, because I don't know how big I want everything to be, because what I'm gonna probably do is I'm going to figure out how big I need the space at the bottom to be to put the Pokemon list there comfortably and have it be readable. Like I'm gonna figure out where I can put that, because that's that and chat are like the big things that this space wasn't really big enough for. That would be wonderful.
Better run for it.
The style on this guy. For no reason, really. Completely unnecessary destruction right here. But it was fun.
Take that. Got him.
Sorry.
Conflict
But who are you
resolved.
trying to surprise? There's no one here but us. Iggy, you are chat.
Activating combat mode.
Okay, now we do the last mission, but 5 times as long. Yay!
Got him. Take that. Later. Got him.
Boop.
The end. Got him. Hey,
Boop.
the end. Take that.
I am unsure.
Later.
If there's any other details.
Got him. Hey. Take that. Later.
I just get to keep inflicting death on
The end.
more and more enemies. There are so many of them
Take that.
to
Got
do
him.
it to after all.
The end.
Easy game, easy life.
Got him.
So weird to not be using the Buster Sword mode. But I just don't need it.
Take
I can just jump.
Hey.
Boop.
Got him. Later.
Helps that everything here is, you know, not immune to death. That definitely helps.
Later.
Okay. We're making good progress through one of the more, annoying,
Got him.
sets of missions. Not necessarily annoying, but definitely more time-consuming sets of missions. Like, this is absolutely the most time-consuming single set of missions aside from the one that contains Minerva. Just because, like, they can only spawn in 1,000 things for me to inflict death on so fast, you know?
The end. Hey. Got him. The end.
Like, I'm inflicting death on them as fast as is reasonable, but, like,
Later.
it doesn't feel all that fast. Okay, yeah, if there's only one left, it's faster to just slash him normally than it is to inflict death. It's not much faster, but it might be enough faster to
Take that.
shorten the fight slightly. There we go. Badoop. Kinda wish I had Ultima or Flare,
Hey. The end.
because that wouldn't have a chance of not hitting all of them. It would just guaranteed strike them all down. But yeah, I really would love to be streaming a different game. I still don't know what to stream next though. So if I do finish this today, like I make it through Minerva, I don't know what I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow.
Hey.
Something?
Got him.
Like I'll definitely be streaming something. Ooh, actually take that one out with my sword.
Take that.
We keep jumping around. They weren't gathered nicely.
The end.
I
Hey, got him.
got hit by Big Sneeze.
The end.
Big Sneeze has it out for me.
Take that.
I have no idea how many of these I've killed. I could be at 960 and I would not be surprised. I could be at 60 and I would also not be surprised. I have no idea. Was completely zoned out. Head empty. That's the vibe today. Head empty.
Later.
Why have anything in head, really?
Hey.
Why have head at all, actually?
Later.
Even better question. Why have head when not need? Brain useless. Get rid.
Take that. Got him.
Like, don't need it.
Hey.
Easy game, easy life. Having a regen effect is actually kind of nice once my health gets up to this point. It means that weak enemies really can't even scratch me.
Take that.
Oh? Oh, well, okay. Well, at least I still got a materia out of it. Lucky Stars would have been pretty hype for my further materia leveling, but
Got him.
it's fine.
Later.
Easy game, easy life. Boop.
Hey.
Boop.
Got him. Take that.
Boop. Badoop.
Later.
Just gathering more SP.
Got him.
Boop.
Hey.
Boop. Look at that. It's just that easy. They can't do anything about it.
Take that.
These poor soldiers, they're helpless. And it's not like, you know, if I'm just defeating them with normal damage, you could say, huh, you didn't actually kill them, you just put them to near death or something. Nah, that's a death effect I'm inflicting on them. They're not getting back up.
Later.
I didn't just deal damage until they were unconscious. I inflicted death. I am using death magic in this sparring, which honestly feels a little mean, a little mean-spirited to be like, oh, we're all having a fun spar, and then someone comes out with death magic. That feels a little mean-spirited, but you know, it's not my fault they're bad at life. If they were better at life, they'd be death immune. You know, like this sounds like a them problem. Forgot they have stop bullets. The jerks. Oh boy, the Sephiroth limit break. Yay.
Later.
I'm not pressing triangle. Not gonna use it. There's really no point.
Hey, got him. Later. Take that.
We just hit the fun little square button every time. It's great.
Got him.
It's just that fun. So fun and easy.
The end. Hey.
Boop. I do not understand people who, like, they will go through this game and be like, all you need is costly punch. I'm like, no. You need something that hits an area, or these missions are going to be obnoxious. There are several missions which pit you against lots of enemies. You need something that hits all of them. Like, don't get me wrong. Costly punch is an amazing move, and you should absolutely have it. Like it is good enough. It should always be on your bar pretty much. But like, Look how slow Costly Punch is, and it only hits one enemy. Like, look at this. Like, it hits in such a small area. Like, I hit a couple enemies with it each time, and it leaves me open to being hit. Like, no, thank you.
Got him.
But I mean, Death Jump is just so much better for this. Lets me defeat them in nice big groups, nice and easy. Okay, I think I'm definitely more than halfway done at this point.
Later.
Or at least about halfway. I'm either at the halfway mark or the 75% mark ish. I don't know which one. I'm definitely in that area. Or approaching that area rather. Because I don't know if this is my second cycle through the letters on ensigns or my third. We're up to S either way. It could be my fourth. I would, again, I wouldn't be surprised.
Got him. Later. Take that.
Oh.
See it.
Oh boy.
Later.
Yeah, got some materia levels. Woohoo, that's what we would like to see. Easy game, easy life.
Got him.
There's Ensign V dealt with.
Later.
People say V is for Vendetta, but I think V is for victory. I say this, of course, having never actually seen V for Vendetta, so. It's always funny when I'm like, I've never seen that movie, and people will be surprised, and I'm like, I just don't see that many movies, to be honest. Like, I see, I don't even watch all the stuff that, like, Disney puts out anymore, and they're probably what I've seen the most of. I'm just not a big movie watcher. Oh boy, another material. At some point here, I will do something. I don't actually know where I was going with that, but something will happen. Yeah, no matter how fast you clear this mission, it's slow. Because most of what you're doing is just waiting for more enemies to spawn.
Warm-up's over.
It's even faster than jumping 3 times. It's not. Like, it does defeat all of them, so it's about the same speed as doing the jumps, but the jumps are a bit faster. Because there's too much wind up on that animation before I can skip it. Especially if I get lucky and it only takes 2 jumps to clear the room. If it's taken like 3 jumps to clear the room, then maybe then they're probably about the same. And in instances like this where it takes me 4, it's probably faster to limit break, but like, man, the limit break's only beating me out in the worst case. Because I don't think I've had the jump more than 4 times for any of these yet. 1 to 2 is much, or excuse me, 2 to 3 is much more common. Almost got into, but alas. Boop. Another one dealt with. There we go. Oh boy. We're up to H of the 3rd or 4th cycle. I don't know which one, but one of the 2. And it's fourth cycle? No, it's Y of the fourth cycle that's last. Fear. Fear X. Fear X is last. Boop. Ba-doop. Ba-doop. It's just that easy. There we go. Just got more things to smack. So many more things to smack. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, there's Ensign M dealt with. I hope we get to Minerva today. I'm not sure that we will. Just because I do have so many. Like, I do have 50% of the missions left to do, and I need to get the Genji shield. And once I've done 50% of the missions and obtained the Genji shield, I have to prep my materia for Minerva. Which isn't too hard, but it will still take a minute. Because I'll need to prep the stats, which will probably involve me doing some fusion that may require a little bit of grinding for SP. I actually think I might not have to, because leveling materia like I did actually gave me a surprising amount of SP. So I might not have to, but I might. Not sure. Jury's still out on that one. We have slain some more guards, like one does. But yeah, so once I get all the missions done. Oh, another thing, I figured out how to beat Minerva on the no materia run. I just have to lower the difficulty down to normal, because on normal difficulty that one attack doesn't cleanse Phoenix down, so it's not something you have to worry about. It simply doesn't do that, and that makes that portion of the fight so much easier. And also Minerva only has 10 million health instead of 77 million, which is a pretty considerable reduction. Between those two things, it's definitely way easier. And that'll probably be how I do it on the no materia run. There are still more to beat. Oh no. What ensign is this? Okay, this is ensign W. That means that either this is about to end. So I apparently forgot W. But either this is about to end at ensign X, or I've got one more cycle left. One more cycle left. Okay.
Bringing out the big guns.
Give myself a little handbrake by doing an airstrike. Yeah. Woohoo. There we go.
Got him.
Easy game, easy life. I am very tired.
Got him.
Oh boy, got invincible. But I'm always invincible. I may not always be invulnerable, but I am always invincible. Because I would never lose.
Here we go. That's enough.
You're wondering why I did it that way. That time is because I was taking a drink of water and I was playing one-handed. And I can enter Bustard Sword mode with one hand, but I can't do the materia with one hand because that's L1 plus square to do the materia, and it's just the wrong kind of button combination for one hand. I could maybe do it if I put my controller down and held it weird, but we're not doing that. At some point I might play more Valheim on my own rather than just in the group, but we'll see. If I do, I'll wait until after the group finishes playing. Like, I'll see if after the group finishes playing if I want to stream more Valheim. So I think doing some challenge runs of Valheim might be fun. It feels like a fun system to break and mess with the edges of. But I'm not gonna do that simultaneously because I don't want to burn out on Valheim while I'm playing it with my friends. The only on my own playing of Valheim I'm doing right now is some stuff that I mentioned on stream to practice building and stuff like that without messing with our server or anything. Just so that way I can mess around with how things work more. Oh boy, we're getting close. We're getting there. We've defeated so many Shinra soldiers. We've got like 100-ish left. I'm not actually going to count because that sounds like too much effort. But we've got 100-ish left. Boop. I am made of tiredness. I did not get enough sleep last night because I had been waking up at like 11 to 1 a.m. to p.m., right? And then I had to do something at like, I had to leave my house at like 7:30 this morning, and I did not do anything to adjust my sleep schedule earlier, aside from like wake up before 11 on Sunday for the Sunday stream. So I didn't get much sleep last night because I had a really hard time falling asleep until it was fairly late, and then I kept waking up. But I did do everything I needed to do outside of the house safely. I just feel very tired now. I had a burst of energy after I ate. I was considering not streaming today, but I had a burst of energy after I ate lunch. So I was like, yeah, I can do it. I can stream, and now I feel exhausted. So there's that. It may not be a very long stream today. We'll see. I'm reserving for myself the right to instead go take a nap and finish this tomorrow. But I will at least have reduced the overall amount of stuff I have left to do in this game. So there's that. Ow. The heck just hit me? There's something actually hit me pretty hard there. Yeah, we mastered a Materia. Awesome. Love to see it. Boop. Means we can swap that Materia out for the next one. Also, it took so long to grind to 99. Ugh. Do not recommend it. Like, don't bother grinding until you have all the missions done. It's just not worth it. Okay, now we switch Thunderblade out for Fire Echo Blade. There we go. Okay. So there's that. Now we start working on the actual missions. I wish I remembered where all the chests were. Okay, well, I didn't want to fight this.
Conflict resolved.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so I only hit for like 16k, which is not that much. Admittedly. Like, it's certainly an amount of all time. You know what I mean? It might be worth it for me to focus on doing the missions that get me Zedric first.
Taking you down a peg.
Just to get me the stats
Oh, yeah.
to make everything else
Activating combat mode.
easier.
Take that.
It's like, yeah, I'm still one-shotting enemies of this tier, but it is quite possible for me to be against stronger enemies,
Conflict resolved.
not be able to one-shot them, which is kind of lame. Not one-shotting my enemies makes it take so much longer to fight. Where's that last treasure chest? Is it actually out there in the circle?
Activating
there it
combat
is.
mode.
Bring it on. How about this? Hey.
Conflict resolved.
Easy game,
Later.
easy life. Yeah, just because having a bit more attack would make it much
Activating
easier to
combat
just be one-shotting things.
Taking you down a peg. Heads up.
mode. Conflict resolved.
Got him. Oh yeah.
That easy. Easy game, easy life. Though it's so many missions until I get to that. So many missions for here too. I'm gonna go finish this. I love this voice line.
Oh yeah. Here at last, Costa del Sol. This is the vacation I deserve. Huh? What the?
I just love that that voice line's the same on every version of this mission.
Dang it! I'm on vacation here.
We fight it with our mighty parasol.
Activating combat mode.
Anyway, a few costly punches and we're done here. That's all it took.
All right. Looks like I got all of them.
Anyway, then Zach does squats for his vacation. Because Zach does not know the meaning of the word rest. I still have these to do. Dang. Screwed, huh? At least I'm almost done with this. I'll finish this real quick just because I want it done. It doesn't really matter which missions I do because like fundamentally it's all the same, right? But it just makes me feel better to finish a whole section. You know what I mean? Like, is it actually any better? No, of course not. But it does make me feel better. Makes me feel more accomplished. Even though it's really not any different.
How about this?
Okay, they are not in fact deathable. And they live a normal death jump, so I have to actually use the empowered version.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Okay, more enemies defeated. And I got some more good stuff. Okay, we reached 55%. Good for us. Anyway, let's get the last of the Genesis troops done. Which gives us an SP turbo attack, which is a nice thing to have. We won't be using it right now, but it's a nice thing to have. Okay, so we have to look around for 3 chests. The place is pretty big, so it'll probably take a hot second to find all of them. We will, of course, avoid all combat possible while we do so, because I gain almost nothing from fighting any of these enemies. They are simply not really worth fighting for me. 200,000 gil from a chest is pretty nice, because we do not have lots of money sitting around. So, you know, that's pretty nice. We continue on our merry way in this direction. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about getting the Zedric, because worst comes to worst, I will simply use my ability with the Buster Sword to get all the damage boost I need. Okay, so there's nothing back here. Last chest must be on the way to the last enemy of the area. Then I need to look up where I get Genji Shield. So I need to know what mission that is. Not because I'm gonna beeline towards it or anything, but just because I need to know where I need to be hunting for magic pots. Like, I don't want to go past that mission without doing it. Because I don't want to have to redo that mission later. So it's much more ideal to do that on the way.
Heads up! Hi, taking you down a peg. This'll do. How about this?
Okay. Got you.
Heads better run for it.
Let me just heal myself real quick.
Taking you down a peg. Here we go.
Conflict resolved.
Being invincible is a rude thing, isn't it, buddy? Sucks to suck, nerd. Anyway, there's all the Genesis missions done. Mission category 3 is complete. Let's work on mission category 1. That's right, we have to beat up the 4 different, the 4 red scorpions. Joke's on them though, I can 2-shot them. It didn't even lower my health enough that I need to heal. Despite the fact that I was using attacks that drain my health to fight.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Because I get 30% back for beating it like that, and it takes 30% to do the 2 attacks necessary to hurt it. These poor scorpions. Boop. Badoop. It's just that easy. Anyway, oh, well, I don't want to fight y'all. I just do not want to. We're just gonna not actually, if it's all the same. Boop. There we go. Easy game, easy life. We have ended yet more strife. I'm so sleepy. So tired. Past the enemy. Get both chests. There's one. I see the other one. Over here. Being able to dash is so nice. I do not remember the run button existing in the original game, and it feels so nice.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way. Taking you down a peg.
Conflict resolved.
And we're done here. It's just that easy. Easy game, easy life. We have now beaten another mission. Next. Ooh, we get another high jump from this? That's good. We needed another one of those. Here's our one chest.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, hello.
How about this?
I did not want to fight y'all, but
Heads up. Gonna
I will
love this.
delete you.
Conflict
No
resolved.
problem. You need deleting, I will delete.
Activating combat mode.
Okay, here we go.
How about this? Bye now.
That's not
Heads
what I wanted
up.
to hit. That's what I wanted to hit. I don't know why.
Conflict resolved.
It's just that easy.
Oh yeah.
It is just that easy. Funny thing about luck. Do you want to know what took the longest on the DMW to finish? It was not any of the percentage ones that you have to like see a certain number of scenes. Nah. It's Cactar. I just didn't get Cactar for the longest time. Like,
Activating combat mode.
that's part of the reason I didn't stream on Saturday was because I wasn't ready to yet.
Conflict resolved.
Because I didn't have the DMW finished. And I'd been running it quite frequently at that whole time. And it just didn't come up. Simply didn't get it. The luck was not with me. So it just wasn't finishing everything it needed to. The other reason I'm thinking I might just go take a nap and not do this is my wrist is hurting, and that's worrying to me. As someone who has had wrist problems in the past, I'm extra sensitive to like when my wrist starts telling me that it's being overused, and I'm like, ooh, no thank you. Don't want that to happen. I like doing computer stuff too much to
Activating
let that
combat
become a
mode.
problem that gets worse.
Bye now.
Conflict resolved.
The end.
It's just that easy.
Oh yeah.
So I will probably stop in a few minutes. But I will do at least one more mission. Just so you know. Trim down the number of missions that I have left to do.
Taking you down a
see.
peg.
Boop.
Later.
Conflict
Alright.
resolved.
Mastered something. Let me switch it out for... We picked up a poison blade too. Nice. And stock twister, that's new too. I just knew that high jump was something I needed.
Activating combat mode.
Here we go.
That's all I meant.
Conflict
There we go.
resolved.
Oh yeah.
Easy game, easy life. Did that a bit messily. That was not really paying attention, but you know.
Activating combat mode.
Bye now.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Should get that easy couple hundred kill, you know, while I'm running through. To get this materia anyway.
Activating combat mode.
Really wish I was the kind of person who could actually
Conflict
hold in
resolved.
my
The
head
end.
all the materia I'm picking up.
Activating
I wish I
combat
could
mode.
do that. I just can't.
Conflict resolved.
There we go.
Oh,
Easy game,
yeah.
easy life. moving on. Like, it is just that easy. And yeah, we're gonna call it good there for today. No, I only streamed for like an hour, but yeah, my energy's just flagging too much. I'm barely able to like keep up any kind of commentary at all, so I don't imagine that this is gonna make good content if I do it today. So that'll be all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll definitely be finishing Minerva off tomorrow. Goodbye now.